see. In old Ruff Road, down the road we go. In old Ruff Road. Well, hello fellow RVers, this is Gary once again with Sharon behind the camera. We like looking at freedom. So where has freedom brought us? Stephen F. Austin State Park, it's close to San Felipe, Texas. The Brazos River runs close to here. So we're going to do a tour of this park and let you see what it's all about.
Right over there is a golf course for all you golfers if you're interested in golfing. And here we are, Stephen F. Austin State Park. The check-in area.
Yes, do not stop at the stop sign. We'll stop there, but then be sure to pull forward.
Right.
Because there's a big red sign there that says pull forward.
That we missed. Because we were trying to figure out, are we supposed to be on the right or the left here? And here we go. So we tried to catch a downtime at this park, but we haven't been able to catch a downtime at this park.
This is kind of a holiday week, being Thanksgiving week.
Yeah. So some happy golfers off to the right.
Hole number 3.
Yep. We don't know anything about the golf course. But it is called Stephen F. Austin Golf Course. Alright, so this is the picnic area, the walk-in sites. So if you want to take a little loop around, this is just a day use area, I believe. So across the street is a historic site also. The Stephen F. Austin Historic Site, I think is the name. So here you have a playground. There was a nature center.
Closed.
Day use picnic area. This is also where the walk-in tent sites are. There's the camping area right there. The Bollinger Creek walk-in sites. Campsite 81, okay. So and we're not going to show you all these, but we try to show something for all options. And here's one option, walk-in campsites. Campsite 82, campsite 84. So fire ring, picnic table, lantern pole, no water. There's 86. So they say they're walk-in, but there's parking places not far from them. So that's not bad. There's 90. 91, 93. There's parking area there, right by site 94. So yeah, you don't have to walk very far. So that's a little peek at the walk-in sites. Tucked up here in the woods.
It's a group campsite.
Group campsite we just passed. If you're curious what the weather is like here, we are here the week of Thanksgiving, and it has been 40s and 50s, some days not even reaching 50. But it is going to get warmer. I think it's a little snap we went through. Rainy.
We've had some all-day rains and all nights.
Cold.
Damp and wet.
Yes, very much so. A few mud puddles here and there and wet dog walks.
But they did lift the burn ban at this time of the year, so we have seen campfires now.
Yes, we've seen burn ban, but now it's been lifted in this area. And exit to the right. I think we are on the main road. It is like right afternoon. We thought this would be a good time, but we see RVs coming in right and left. And there's not that many empty sites.
Well, apparently they're a little bit more lenient with the 2 o'clock check-in.
Yes. Thank you, Texas State Parks.
Yes.
Thank you, Stephen F. Austin State Park, for being reasonable. We appreciate it. there's a lot of trails here. They're nice and wide and gravel, and they're not long. I think the longest trail is 1 mile. But you can put them together and get maybe 3 miles in. Okay, we're gonna keep going to the tent campsite straight ahead. Now, there is a trail right there. Speaking of trails, that's the Pileated Trail. Pileated? How do you say that?
I don't know.
Like pileated woodpecker? Pileated trail? Right there. Good example. We're going that way. Yeah, the RV and trailer area is to the left, but we're going to go up and see the tent campsites and shelter area. There's a playground. That's where we live, over there in the RV sites. They are full of hookups, y'all. And here they have the covered shelters. Cabins. I'm not sure what they're called exactly, but like cabins. Nice green space. So if you're wondering what the cabins look like here, there you go. Or covered shelters. I've seen them called both. Alright, right here. Public consumption or display of alcoholic beverage prohibited. So shelters 1 through 20. So those are called shelters. It's that way. We'll go ahead and head to the right, I guess.
Tent sites 41 through 49.
Yeah, there's 49. Oops. These are water-only sites, no electric. 47. There's so many. We are going to give you a gist. There's 45. Because there are several. There's what, 2 different loops here?
Yeah.
But so we'll do a drive around so you can see. 43. And there's a trailhead right up here. So right there is the nature trail. Awesome. And there is a shelter area.
This says cabin 20.
Mr. D found one that's different. Right there, cabin 20. Right there's cabin 16 or shelter 16. Nice yard.
Available. A lot of these are reserved.
Yeah. Be a great place to be for the holiday. There's 12. And we're passing 10, 11 on the left. So, okay, so far you have walk-in tent sites, and you have the shelter sites, and then the water-only sites, and we'll go look at some more of those water-only sites. There's 48.
Bathroom.
One of the trails right there, and the bathroom, bathhouse, and then we'll go to the right.
One through 20. Something.
This is tent sites 50 through 80.
50 through 80.
And you can see them off to the left. Host site looks like right in front of us.
Yeah, those covered wagons with the wood.
79, yeah, that is the wood. You can purchase wood there.
And ice. You can order ice.
78, yep. Alright. Pick a side, any side. 52. Now, as we pass campsites with folks out front, we're not going to take pictures of that. Just trying to show you the lay of the land. There's 53. And there's 55. We just passed site 60, 61 to the right, 62 to the left, 63. So, I mean, you have a lot of living area. Very nice.
And you will probably have deer roaming in those woods.
Yep. And there's 67. We just passed the trail. And 69 right there. So again, like all the sites here, I think there's really not a bad site. You have plenty of room no matter where you're at. 72. It's right there. 74. And there are also sites on the inside. And 76. And wow, that looks like a, it's a big squirrel. Fox squirrel maybe? 77. $78. 79. 80, which is right across from the bathhouse and kind of across from the park host where we were just at. All right, we're gonna go check out the next loop. We could just go to the right and go around so we can see the trailheads. So the RV sites are kind of within a loop road. This is the loop road. That also gives you access to some of the trailheads, the amphitheater, the group shelter. So this one is a trail that goes to the river. For some reason it is closed. Maybe they're doing some repair work on it.
That's a yellow tape way down there somewhere.
Yeah, it's Barred Owl Trail. I've been on every trail and all the trails are open, and that one is open to a certain point and then it's closed. So, but you can get to a river down a little side trail like a fishing trail. So this makes a nice dog walk. Just look out for ticks and deer. There's a trail right there you can see through the woods. I think that is the pileated trail, however you say that. And there's a bathroom right to our left, but there's some folks there, so we're just going to keep on going. And there's the entrance to that trail system. The Ironwood. Oh, that was the Ironwood Trail. This is the playground closest to us that we passed a while ago. We came back around because we wanted to show you that if you do get here, they have made it very clear which road you turn in, which I think is nice. So you're not trying to figure that out on your own.
Because it makes a difference if you're on a pull through on the right hand side or the left hand side.
Right. So right here is a sign. So if you're odd numbers, you go this way. If you're even numbers, you go to the next turn in.
Which one do you want to do first, dear?
Let's start here because this is 1, 2, 3.
Okay, here we go.
So again, there's a lot of people. This campground is full. Site 1, 2 is to the left. This is site 1.
Yep, so the odd numbers, even numbers would take you around and you would come up the other direction.
Right. There's site 1. And here is site 3. Right there. And then we'll show you as best we can. There we are at site 6. That is our second site. We had to move because it's a very busy park. And we couldn't get 6 days all in one spot. So there is site 9. Site 11. 12 to the left. 12 is empty right there. And there we were 13 before. That was our previous site. Site 14 to the left. And a park host to the right.
They're all pull-throughs and they're all got plenty of room, no matter whether you're even or odd.
Yep. There is side, is that 11? 17. 17 and 20 right there. 19, 21. So if you look through those trees, that's the road that we were just on, is through those trees. You probably can't see. All right, and then we got 23, 25, 26, straight ahead, and 27 to the right, and 28 to the left.
And 30.
Yeah, 29 to the right there, and 30 to the left. Bathroom, when we were just on that road that bathroom's on, right here is the dump station. And then here's some empty sites. 32 to the left, and 31 to the right. 33 to the right. 34 to the left. And that is a host site. And 36. Wow, this whole side is cleared out. I wonder if some people left because of the weather, because this place was booked. 38 and 37, because it is supposed to be nasty weather on Thanksgiving Day. 39 to the right and 40 to the left. And this takes us back out to the road, the loop road, I call it. I don't know what it officially is named.
I think it's Road 38.
I think it is too.
Park Road 38.
Yep. All right, and then we just swing around here. In the evening, though, deer do come through your campground. So be aware, heads up. If you have prey-driven dogs. And then we just turn back in right here. So the San Felipe de Austin State Historic Site is closed today. So Wednesday through Sunday, 9 to 5. It's that museum, and it looks like there's a place over there to kind of walk around, and there's some informational signs. But there's a brown sign, go that way. Historical marker, San Felipe de Austin State Historic Site. Well, this historic site is open, so we're going to go look at it. Stephen F. Austin, considered the father of Texas. This well was dug by the Austin Colony in 1824. Austin's Colony, the first colony in Mexican Texas. This was a J.J. Josie General Store built by John Crutcher in 1847 on the plaza. This used to be a bustling place. The burning of San Felipe. From Gonzales, colonists evacuated and abandoned their homes and property in what became known as a runaway scrape. Near this site stood a town hall built in 1830, in which were held the first and second conventions of Texas, 1832 and 1833. The building was burned with the town to prevent its falling into the hands of an advancing Mexican army. So Travis, is it Colonel Travis? I don't recall his title. He lived here in San Felipe, and it was here that the letter was sent for help at the Alamo.
It's a little chilly out here, people. It's cold and damp, and it's in the mid-50s. And I know some people out there say mid-50s, that's a heat wave compared to what we got. But for Florida people, it's a little cold.
We're Floridians.
Yes, and damp. But anyway, that was our little drive-about tour here of Stephen F. Austin State Park. Brazos River runs kind of around it, close to the city of San Felipe, which isn't that the birthplace of Texas or something to do with Texas?
The father of Texas founded that.
Which is Stephen F. Austin.
Yeah, from what we gathered.
Yes.
We could be completely wrong about that, but anyway, it used to be a town there.
Yes. Well, anyway.
Tied to the Alamo, by the way, because Travis,
yes.
Colonel Travis was from there, and he was the commander that sent the message to Texans, come and help us. Anyway,
yes.
That's a little side.
Mm-hmm. Captured Santa Ana.
Yes.
Anyway, so go ahead.
He didn't, but
right.
That was the first. Anyway.
So that's our fractured. Remember the fractured fairy tales on cartoons? Well, that was our fractured
history.
Fractured history of Texas. Anyway, so that was our little drive around tour here of, like I said, Stephen F. Austin State Park. And you know, you had the tent area, then you had the water only area, and then the area we're in is 30 amp only water and sewer. And most of the sewer sites are not flat. They're come out of the ground at an angle. So some of them screw in and some of them are just iron. So yeah, you got to be a little creative sometimes unless you got one of those things. But anyway, it works. The sites to me are older sites. This is probably an older park, and a lot of the it's asphalt, but a lot of the asphalt's kind of like eroded. It's got like little potholes and dips. We used 2 separate sites to stay here. Neither time do we have issue with leveling, but I think some sites you could have to might have to do some leveling to get your RV unit level. But outside of that, when it rains here, which we had a couple of good days of raining overnight, all day, just
solid rain.
You might get a little bit of a lake out in front of your, or the side of your motorhome, have some mud and have some standing water in rainy times.
Yeah, our site 13 was grassy, so even though it puddled, it didn't really affect us. But this site 6,
mud, is
more muddy. Hardly any, not as much grass. So just depends on your site,
right?
Really.
So that's as far as the sites themselves go. There are some hiking trails around here. I'll let Sharon talk about those in a minute. Our Verizon service, what do you think?
Mediocre. I mean, it works.
Yeah.
It works. I'm able to upload videos, so in my land that works.
Yeah, and I was able to get on YouTube for movies or whatever. So
it just had it's a little slow every now and then, but it's not bad.
It did
doable.
It did okay. As far as anything around here, there's a historic site across the street that's open Wednesday through Saturday or something like that, Sunday maybe.
Yeah.
It's not open Monday and Tuesday. This much we do know.
The San Felipe de Austin Historic Site Museum.
But as far as here goes, there's mainly got playgrounds, and you got the nature. They have a nature center, but it was closed. I don't know if they're ever going to reopen it or not. But for now, it's closed. A couple playgrounds, like I said, and then you got some hiking trails around here. So go ahead, hiking report.
Well, the hiking trails are nice and wide because I think we are back in tick country since I found 2 ticks on my dog. We've been away from tick country for a while. But the trails are nice and wide. That's just because she sticks her nose where it doesn't belong. They're less than a mile. I think the longest one is a mile. And they are connected, so you can hike as much or as little. But when I've gone out a couple times, it's easy to get 2.5 miles in by doing several trails together. So they're scenic. Walk through the woods, and you might see deer. So walk slowly. Look to the left and look to the right because they're all out here. That's it.
That's an awful short trail report.
Well, these are awful short trails.
Can't embellish on that any? No?
It's very beautiful. And the trail that goes to the river is actually closed right now. So there is like a fisherman's trail that you can go off to the left and go see the river. So
A checkout here is noon. Check-in is 2, but I've seen them let people in as early as 12:30, so I don't think they really stick too much by the 2 o'clock.
No, if if the site is empty,
just
common sense, you can come on in.
Yes.
We appreciate that.
Now we did get a request, some people to ask us to include a price that we pay here. And right off the hand, I don't know, so I'm going to put her on the spot, and I already know the answer to this. Do you know what we pay here?
I wanted to say it was 30 something, but if I'd have known, I'd have checked. I'll put it down in the notes.
Yes.
And
of course, that's always current time. It could change.
Yeah.
So I did somewhere around that $30 range.
Yeah, 30 something. Now, Texas State Parks, and I'm going to mess this up, so I will just put a link below.
Go ahead and mess it up.
Well, I know that if you don't have a Texas State Park pass, you will be charged an additional price for your vehicles, even your RV. Those can add up if you're staying several days. So it's well worth the state park pass, because in a week's stay you can recoup it back.
Yes, I'm not sure why. It's $5 or $3.
I don't know what it is, and I think it varies, and I don't think every park does it.
No.
So it just depends. But if you're planning on spending any time in Texas state parks, you might want to look at that and see if that's something that'll work for you.
Right.
For us, we already made our money back. I don't know if it was a break even. We might have came out a little bit ahead. More information below.
Okay, so that gives her something else to link to below. I'm just trying to make a few more things for her to do because the trail report was really slack. So anyway.
And it has been cold, but I have hiked every trail in the park as of today. But yeah, it has been cold and rainy.
So I think we can wrap it up now.
More like a run on the trails.
Yes.
That's what one needs.
So click like and subscribe. Follow us on our journey. We like looking at freedom, and I think from here we're still going to be in Texas. We're headed to a place called Searim State Park, which is on the Texas Gulf, so stay tuned for that one, which will follow this one whenever this one posts. I think we run 2 or 3 weeks behind, something like that maybe.
Yeah, it just depends. It depends on how long we stay somewhere. Within a month, probably.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So that's I think it's kind of normal.
Yeah.
Anyway. Dogs are in there getting ready to go for a walk. I think we're about 30 minutes past their time.
Yeah,
so
they're wondering what is going on.
Yes, I know. So anyway, safe travels. What?
I have to say one thing. If you have prey-driven dogs, just a reminder, there are deer here. There are deer here. Look, and when you walk your dogs, we walk them around you can walk them on the trails. You're more apt to run into deer there. But they do come right through the park. But the roads are really nice to walk around.
Yes.
Look, sunshine. We haven't seen sun.
Yeah, how about that? I haven't seen that in a few days.
When's the last time we saw sun? I don't remember.
All right. Take care, people. Hope to see you on the road sometime.
Happy travels.
Bye. All packed up and we're ready to go. We're gonna hit the road, gonna take it real slow. The inside's a lot